Hey everybody, it's your favorite podcast princess, and I guess this is my intro. This is going to be a very scatterbrained video. I was going to make it with my phone, but it's not charged. I was going to use my condenser microphone, but I can't get my audio interface to work. Basically what I'm saying is everything looks like shit and it sounds like shit, so who knows. And whatever. You can barely tell if this lapel mic's working, but it says it is. Anyway, this video is going to be about drug use, drug abuse, drug addiction, all of that kind of fun stuff that, I guess I'll try to be serious here. I guess it's taboo in our culture and people don't like to talk about it. You know, it ruins lives, certainly, and it's definitely had an effect on me. I mean, I don't think I had much potential to begin with, but, you know. So, for those of you that don't know, my name is Josh Foster. I don't know if I already introduced myself, besides the podcast princess thing. I grew up in Connecticut until I was 18. I started doing opiates when I was 16, recreationally, of course. And the classic story of doing pills and, you know, sniffing them. And then I graduated to heroin because it was cheaper. Not an uncommon story. God, just like a mess. And then I started IV use when I was 18, and that lasted until I was 22. I struggled on and off with that for what felt like for fucking ever. My favorite thing to do was benzos and heroin, or opioids. It was always heroin, because it was cheaper. So they have, you know, powder back home, white china, whatever. A lot of it's getting cut with fentanyl. I've had a lot of friends die because of that. I guess I should mention my dad was a horrible opioid addict. For those of you out there that know about, you know, opiates and shit, he took 500 milligrams a day of morphine and 32 milligrams of Dilaudid, which is insane. I had 2 seizures when I was younger from, I think, overdosing. It might have actually been benzo withdrawal now that I think about it. And then I moved to Colorado to get away from heroin, and because all my family's out here, besides my dad. My dad died when I was 2 days before my 20th birthday. Thanks, Dad. He was an asshole anyway. I wish I stole more of his pills, but that's something to talk about in therapy, or some gay shit, like trying to be serious. And so drug addiction and alcoholism are on both sides of my family, and both my parents are addicts and alcoholics. My mother is 30 years clean, almost 35 now. Holy shit. So that's cool, and that's all good and fun. But, so what's it like being addicted to opiates? It's great. People always say it's like a full body orgasm. I don't know about that exactly, I guess, but yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. It made me apathetic, which is what I was going for, because, you know, I was in so much emotional pain. That's why I have these little, I don't know if you can see, I got these little cuts, and I'm gonna pull out my dick. I don't know, you can't even really see, can you? I got little gay little leg scars, cause, you know, the physical pain helped distract me from the mental and emotional pain I was going through. But yeah, I wish I had my little 4K thing. Well, I'd look like shit, but wow, you really can't, can you? Whatever. They're baby cuts anyway. So like that was a release I did when I was like 17, 18, then whenever I had a mental breakdown, which is like every 2 years now. But yeah, doing Opiates is the best thing ever. Love them. Almost 4 years clean. 4 years clean in May from the needle and from heroin and from opiates. So that's nice. But yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. They will, you know, the reaper comes for you eventually. If you party in the Matrix, I guess you'd call it, you know, if you live in a different realm, if you're getting high all the time. And yeah, that's my favorite, you know, mixture of things. I'm gonna not mention, fuck it. I got a Opana too, which was like it's oxymorphone. It was I've only done it a couple times. It was excellent. Anyway, so that's opiates. Those are my thing. That's my thing. Once I quit opiates, I went immediately into alcohol extremely heavily. Really bad. I'd wake up, like, people are always like, I was drinking at 10 in the morning and all this shit. I mean, there's people with way worse stories than me, but I would just drink and then wake up and drink, and, you know, I'd go through, I'd probably go through 36 beers in 2 days, easy, or a handle of vodka in 2 days. And drinking is just something I like to do as well, but I got a real problem with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna post this video. I don't know if it's gonna ruin all my great job opportunities, and you know, my career potential. You know, because I was actually a lawyer. I dropped out of high school 3.5 years in, and I always made fun of people that did that, and then I did that because I was doing drugs instead. Good life choice. So yeah, I guess in Colorado everything is tar. There's not a lot of powder out here that I've seen, or a mixture. I'm not gonna like talk about the fucking differences between, you know, I could, but you know, and there's a lot of research chemicals now that are coming out that are very strong. Man, if you're gonna do heroin, stay away from the powder. If you can get it tested, get it tested. If you have to do it, do fucking, you know, a microgram. Do a, you know, don't dab your finger in the, like, don't. Be so fucking careful, because it's very easy to die. I've been very lucky. I've been resuscitated by my drug dealer, who I lived with for 10 days, which I guess maybe I'll start a storytime channel. He punched his windshield and cracked it completely from the inside. It was very impressive and scary. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell that story. So what I really want to talk about, I guess, and this is benzodiazepines, you know, your classic Xannies. It's all cool. Bars, you know, buses, hulks, whatever the fuck. if they're yellow or green, it gives a shit. It's all the same shit. A lot of it's pressed now with Ramazolam or flu. I shouldn't be saying this shit. Anyway. Yeah, so Xanax, Klonopin, which is clonazepam, diazepam, which is Valium, just all that shit, all that fun shit. And then there's some RCs too, research chemicals. So what happened to me is I got really addicted real bad to doing speed uppers and a certain research chemical that we shall not name. But I was talking to a really good friend of mine, actually one of my closest friends, who was having a rough go of it too. But a lot of people we know died. People are dying on both sides of the fence for me, back home in Danbury, Connecticut, and out here around Boulder, Colorado. Just died. Who gives a fuck? So yeah, I did that for, I don't know, months. And my buddy told me it was the equivalent of like about a 40 to 60 plus bar a day habit, which is insane. He had to tell me that. I didn't know. I didn't remember any. I don't remember most of last year. I have to see a neurologist. I'm certainly have permanent brain damage. I don't know to what extent. So, you gotta be real careful. What happened was I came off from cold turkey and I had seizures. I had 3 seizures. My teeth are really bad, but I chipped my front 2 teeth, I guess biting down on them, split my head open, had to use stitches, or staples. Eventually pulled the staples out myself because I didn't want to go back to the hospital because I'm a fucking retard. And I was warned multiple times not to go cold turkey with the benzos, and I got off them cold turkey. And yeah, in the past year I ended up in the psych ward, West Pines. I don't even fucking remember what for. What the fuck was it? I don't know. Probably a mental breakdown. But I got a scholarship to go to rehab there. They have an intensive 14-day program, and then I got kicked out in day 7 for being suicidal. Because, the world is so hard. Life is so hard for me. And, so that sucked. I highly recommend if you're in the area. West Pines is fantastic for treatment. The rehab and the mental illness clinic, or whatever you want to call it. Go there. It's great. Fantastic. So, yeah, I guess this is kind of just a fucking pointless video. If anybody ever watches this or anything and wants me to make a video, I guess, on stories about my drugs or what it's really, I can go in depth about what it's like to use heroin if people want to hear that. Or benzos, or methamphetamine, or whatever. Or IV drug use, or, whatever. Certain things. I have a pretty qualified resume to talk about most drugs. Psychedelics I kind of stay away from. I've done DMT, 5-MeO, DMT, all that shit. Dissociatives, 3-MeO, PCP, ketamine. A little more familiar with ketamine, Calvin Klein, all that shit. Done coke, a little bit. It's not my thing. But if anybody wants to hear stories about that, or if anybody wants me to go into depth about, anything really that you can think of, if I know about it, I will try to talk about it and maybe make a video about it, because this kind of helps me. I guess it's cathartic, it's kind of therapeutic. and, you know, use my phone next time, get higher quality video, and maybe I'll try to edit, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'll try to do something on YouTube. I'm still trying to find my voice, I guess, on YouTube. People's, you know, whatever, it's experience, you know. But yeah, I blew just so much money, and I'm very poor, but I blew a lot of money on just such frivolous, dumb shit, and did a bunch of dumb shit, I guess, messaged a bunch of people, did a bunch of dumb shit, slept on the floor almost every night, broke my guitar stand by sleeping on it, you know, hit a bunch of shit randomly for myself, you know. I found blue Xanax bar the other day on my floor, just fucking lying around, and it's been, I think a couple months, but I had 3 seizures, my memory's fucked, I'm pretty much lobotomized, not that I was smart to begin with, but, you know, I have a hard time articulating my thoughts, so yeah, if anybody wants to do that, or if anybody wants to hop on a podcast, or if anybody wants to chat, or whatever, if you have loved ones that are struggling, or need advice, or anything, I can actually be helpful, kind of, at least I know a little bit about this kind of shit, but, you know, you know, thanks for watching. If you do watch this, I'll probably upload this on Facebook too. If you could go to YouTube, if you're on YouTube, I guess like and subscribe. Commenting, I think, helps people see it, you know, and, you know, I can go into depth about alcoholism, yeah, that was just brutal. It's just everything's brutal. Things are still not great, you know. Things are really not great. In my personal life, though, things are kind of looking up. I can just hold it together, you know. If my employers or potential employers are watching this, this is all just a ruse to get attention. I never have actually done substances. So, yeah. Try to make a more cohesive video in my, you know, in the morning when I have my Adderall and my ADD is not acting up and I'm not so unfocused, you know. Unfocused, yeah. And, you know, I guess I need to stop. I kind of replaced, all that dopamine and serotonin shit trying to, you know, get those little fucking likes and shit on Facebook and Instagram, because it's, you know, it's a little rush, it's a little hit of dopamine, and it's so fucking stupid. I'm ashamed of myself, but, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm weird and, unpopular, and I should stay that way. I shouldn't be trying to do, you know, I don't know if I'm trying to get people's attention or what I'm doing, you know, I'm lonely and whatever, you know, I need to talk to more people and communicate better and jerk off less and isolate less, but it's hard, so, I guess I should jump cut this shit. I'm not gonna though. So, you know, Josh Flopster on Instagram and Twitter, Joshua Robin Foster on Facebook, Josh Foster on YouTube, and my personal cell phone number if you want to text me, is 720-467-8014. You can also email me, joshflopster@gmail.com. You know, if you or someone you love is going through it, maybe I can have some kind of words of encouragement or some kind of help or plan or give you some feedback or, you know, I don't know, maybe we can just chat. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it'll help me help you. So, anyway, that's it. And I'll see you guys soon. You know. I'm gonna say I fucked your dad, but it's not a very good outro. Maybe I'll start making graphics. Anyway, gay retard, signing out.